With a slayer, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slayer, pay what it call for the tail, extra with the bag.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the do-it-all back, Austin Eckler. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here. Between the Los... Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Kansas City offense. And in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. What's a normal season for him? It's probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 58 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know they'll be back the very next series.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chargers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
With every game, with every season, Travis Kelsey, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000-yard seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another 1st down right there to add to his career total.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert running left off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a solid run down inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out at the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, Hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert back to the air. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jermaine Carter. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Eckler now between the tackles and taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some room to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give running left is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 4th down, Herbert. Touchdown! Keenan Allen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chargers getting set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A handoff, it's Eckler, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, that's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 33 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, McCole Hardman.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. To about the 35, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the 50, here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. That's again complete to Palmer, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Herbert now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Again, Herbert.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert on first down now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent it.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready?